Start early, people who are like having this tab open. Welcome to the voice of me. I figured I was sitting here behind my computer with OBS open, and I was like, I'm not gonna wait for 15 more minutes. I have nothing to do. So we'll just go live early and then wait a little bit for the viewers to come in. I feel like I caught everyone off guard, including myself. I want to start off by saying that the Overtime Anomaly Postmortem is coming out tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow it's out. I'm not going to talk about Overtime Anomalies, earnings, and whatever in this stream. Just wait until tomorrow. Video tomorrow, everything you need. It's 28 minutes long. I was like, it's going to be just me this time. Normally I do them, previous postmortems was me and Thomas, but we just couldn't link up. So I was like, oh, it's just going to be me. There's going to be less yapping and it's going to be shorter. It wasn't shorter. So yeah, hi Chi Lemon. You're like the only one in here. It's just you and me now. But yeah, that damn seal. Yeah, I know. He's just gone. He's gone for real this time, guys. He's gone. People think it's a joke that he died, but it in fact isn't. I think also we'll take a look at this later, very briefly. You're like the only one in. Hey, people are coming up. I'm gonna be leaking because we're gonna be mentioning it in the tomorrow's video anyway, talking about what the next game is or like what their plan is. So we're gonna leak it a bit early. I'm gonna show you guys the game. My Unity is open. I also want to show you some other stuff first. I've just been prototyping. I'll just go into that. I want to show you my cool mechanic that I made today. I was like, this is lore of, no, 4chan died recently. They might teleport here. No, they can't talk and say anymore that I'm garbage or whatever. I was recently playing one of our viewers' games, Cosmic Cosmonaut, right? Let me pull up just to, if you weren't here, Marnix one. I don't know about that one. Cosmic Cosmonaut. So this was a game, 2D space game. And one of my big gripes, like the game looked pretty, but one of my big gripes was how you did the transportation in that, like it was so unrealistic. And I was like, okay, how would I implement like space movement if we made a space game? Because I have ideas. I have an idea. This is not the game we're working on. This is a prototype I threw together for like how would I even do movement like an hour before the stream of like a full-on 3D space strategy game. And I was just like prototyping. Thank God my like for LLMs and whatever. So I've got my little space ship here, whatever, you know, this is just Synthi assets. And then I can enable my thrusters. And, you know, we have actual Gs. Like, I enabled my engines for a while, and now we stay stuck at 11 meters a second. Perfect, right? Nothing crazy here. And then this is what I mean with true space movement. I stay decoupled, I think is like the term. You can see like my little boosters, thrusters for going up and down. But it's like, this is the real way. I added like some autopilot stuff just to make my life easier, because the one big thing now is like, okay, if we want to do it realistic, basically we go against the direction, we calibrate, and we brake, and we go the other way. This is how space combat and space movement would be. I'm not gonna ship it. But I'm planning, like, I just like this. There are definitely, I've encountered some UX issues, because the first issue is that, like, once you start doing this, you're hopelessly doomed in, like, trying to control yourself. Because this is, like, there's no recovery from this, for the most part. So I added, like, an autopilot that basically automatically tries to turn the ship. Like, I'm not doing anything right now. Oh, but it massively overshoots once there's too much momentum. I haven't really figured that part out yet. But I can like still kind of manually control it and then counteract my movement. Oh, there's a lot to do still in terms of this. But this was just, I loved the fact that, oh, do I have my, that I could make this in like, what, 45 minutes? Yeah, there's a stabilizer button, and then what I want to have as well is like, so how it is right now is so space toggles your main engines, and then QWE ASD is just purely yaw, axis, and roll. And then what I want to have is basically like kind of an autopilot. This is not William's space game. This is my space game. Have like an autopilot that either finds like the direct angle that you're going for and goes perpendicular to it. Like, no, not perpendicular. You go in that same direction. So you go back to your main one, or you can go opposite if you want to counter burn basically and slow down. What am I going to do with this? I don't know. This is just, you know, I like making games is what I've realized, or like I like prototype. So not like it's like, now it's like, okay, how do we recover from this? So now I should be able to like engage the autopilot, and it's gonna try, but it just can't. I don't think it has like enough force to shoot it. It's going to try to put itself in. This is just sad now to look at this. Oh no, are we getting there? No, we're not getting there. You can prototype with vibe coding. Exactly, because this is mod stuff that I would never want to think of myself, basically. Okay, we made it. So like now I can just burn my engines the other way. So yeah. I like making games, surprising everyone in chat. Yeah, for some reason that is surprising to a lot of people. I am seen as the soulless game developer. Okay, is it going to recover now? I want to flip 180 degrees. Okay, so it's mainly when I'm like, I think mixing, like when I'm gonna be like this, is just going to die. Because I think it just goes into like a feedback loop where, yeah, it's like getting close, but it's not there. Anyways, this is just me yelling at ChatGPT and be like, hey, this doesn't work. But this is so nice because there is no shot ever. Oh yeah, I'm a light code user, I'm sorry. There's no shot ever that I would be able to come up with this myself. Star Citizen 2 incoming? No, probably not, but I definitely, because I realized as well the problem of having like a space game in Unity is just like the distances and the scale of everything is something that I don't want to think about too much, because it's like the problem of if you're dealing with floating point operations, once you go too far into the world, everything just breaks because your like floating point precision goes lower. So I don't know. Hi Benjamin as well. Will we do anything with this? Probably not. But I think, yeah, I'll keep playing around with it probably, because controls for this is also like, I want to keep it like in the third person locked camera angle because you just control one ship. But then you probably want to have like a zoomed out map that I can just be like, go here, like more autopilot and less of these exact like small refinements. You need to shift the origin. Yeah, stuff like that. And it's like, I am not that good of a programmer. So this is just me figuring out like, what are the main problems with my idea already of, I want to have spaceship move realistic. Such as it just completely loses all its balance. Sins of a Marnix Empire? I don't know what that means. I feel like it's based on a game. I think Code Monkey... Yeah, Code Monkey didn't do a video on that floating point reset thing. Rocket League in space. How would you do Rocket League in space? Is it with... That sounds like very questionable. Yeah, you partition your space. I'm not that good of a programmer. I just wanted movement. Thank you very much. Because, yeah, I have ideas. I'm not going to implement any of them anytime soon, I think. So, yeah. Also, in other news, the Unity asset still starting in 3 minutes. Are you guys exciting? Space game, you're making Star Citizen 2.0. Why is that the second person who says that? I think Star Citizen, meanwhile, just reached like 800 million on the game. Oh god, I haven't been on this in so long. Coming in 2026, apparently. Yeah, I definitely stopped caring as well. I don't... My favorite thing... My favorite part of Star Citizen is just walking around the spaceships. And that's it. I just like walking around spaceship and that's it. I don't like the ground-based combat. I just want to walk around my spaceship and look at pretty worlds, and that's it. So like once a year they do like the ship show or something where like all of the ships are like free to fly for a while, and then I just play the game for a week. I get the ship for free. I walk around it. I'm happy. Because hey, I've been doing that for like 7 or 8 years at this point, so I'm getting my value out of it. Could you release your space game before we do? I think we definitely could. So yeah. We don't need this. High Kex as well. Spaceship Anomaly. That's not the game we're gonna be making. Because also space assets are hella expensive, most of them. Like 100 plus euros. I had an idea for a pizza like that was set on like the International Space Station. Or like, it doesn't have to be the ISS exactly, but there was like a pretty good one. Because I think there's cool stuff you can do. Like, yeah, it was gonna be like this with 0G for like a rage game or like streamer bait style game. But I never could figure it out completely. The idea was something like, oh, you have to rebuild the ISS. So you like have to go to the different points throughout the station or whatever with your wrench and then make sure you don't fly off and then have like some slingshot or something. I don't think this is gonna happen anytime soon. So yeah. You know what I noticed on Discord, most of the game dev channels, when people post something they made, everyone is always so positive. If you give critique, you get attacked pretty fast. It's because you're not giving critique well, and a lot of people don't know how to give critique well, I think. So yeah. Thing is about Star Citizen is you could imagine an anomaly more that's part of a chip. Yeah, it's stuff if they suggested. Yeah, like, oh, we have like a stowaway alien or whatever could even count as an anomaly mode, basically. We're not delivering pizza to astronauts. Guys, it's 20 seconds. I don't think we're actually gonna buy anything this sale. We're reaching the point now where we have all the assets that we need, I think. Because, yeah. But I'll take a look. What were the flash deals even? Starting in 1 second. Is it gonna live update? Oh, it live updates. Let's go. We used this one for, what is it? Guild Architect. I didn't like it that much. Hi, Skylar. Why are you awake? Let's say best case you live in Perth. Okay, Perth is still alright, but then, yeah, you live in Perth. What's the time in Melbourne? That's probably more set. Okay, I guess it's not that bad. Shadow drop only. Game dev communities are toxic positive except for Bite Me. I think ours are as well. We had a legendary crash out recently. Oh, yeah, fuck it. Let's talk about it. You want some drama? Let me just look. From me talking about capsules. So we had this guy, Axis. The guy has hella rage quit. He has left the server on his own at this point. He was like, okay, please critique the capsule art. This is the first draft, so open to feedback. What do we think of this capsule, boys? What do we think of this capsule? Be honest. This is not Discord. The guy's gone. I think the guy is a lifelong Bite Me Games hater at this point anyway. I think this is a bad capsule. In Just Clouds, that's not. It's all right. The problem is this doesn't give me anything of gameplay-wise. I think the styling, like this should... I think this is just... There is no gradient in the background or anything. And it doesn't explain anything about the game, is my opinion. So then Volcanic, he was like, okay, he saw the fact that, hey, we need some gradient because otherwise it's too flat. So he was like, oh, maybe throw a vignette on it. So he did. And then he made some more options with the logos. The problem is, like, Volcanic has been going out of his way. I think the capsule just wasn't good. This is a very good site that I actually encountered. I didn't include it in the video, the like 8 things. It's called steamcapsule.com. And this is a really good explanation of like how to actually, I'll throw the link in chat just in case, of what to keep in mind and what are some of the big issues with like Steam capsules. And here the big one that I pointed out to him was genre communication. What the fuck is this game about? Like a game like Factorio, go away. A game like Factorio, you know, you have the conveyor belts, you have the train lines, you kind of know what it is, right? We have a similar thing with Forge Industry, for example. Famously, I have video footage of Chris Zukowski saying like, hey, Forge Industry has a great capsule, because the capsule kind of explains what you're going to be doing. You're going to be crafting, you're going to be hammering stuff, whatever. You have that problem here as well. What this capsule still has, the one team soccer one, is it says soccer in the title. I have no idea what drizzle, like drizzle is rain, I guess. I don't know what's happening. So then I was like, I don't know what this game is. He kind of got mad, and then suddenly he pulled out the, why don't you apply this logic to your own capsule art? And then the crash out just started, because he just did not like the fact that I told him anything. I told him, your capsule looks like this, and this is actually from Samyan's game. It used to be this capsule, which it's not good. And even she, like, this is a way better like capsule, because you can understand what is the game gonna be. This capsule, I don't fully understand. Like, this game could be a lot of stuff, and it could be nothing at the same problem as well. This one very clearly shows me this is a 2D platformer, or a 3D platformer, but it's a platformer, and there's like high stakes like fire and shit. So this is what you can do with a good capsule. And then also stuff like this has a good title. It shows that it's a roguelite because of the dice and things like that. I can keep going on. Basically, the guy ended up canceling his Patreon after how long? After 10 months, and then leaving the server. So, oh well. This is why people generally don't like feedback. I don't know. But I think, yeah, I try at least not to be super like positive. I will tell you when something is bad. Even though it's not always the best thing to hear, because, you know, you can do other stuff as well. But yeah, because also the problem with, oh yeah, you can't tell me that something is bad or not. And this is kind of something, is like the moment someone, because that's the, let me pull it back up again. Like this capsule, let me find it. This is okay. It's not okay. The thing is, this has no fucking shot on Steam. There's no way on Steam that anyone is gonna click this, because your capsule, it's not... where's my... Here. This is not the capsule that matters, honestly, your main capsule. This is not what people are gonna see. This is when they're already on your store page. It matters less. This is what they're gonna see. Stuff like here up top, and then also these capsules. This is where the capsules matter way more. If I look at Drizzle, I have no idea what I'm looking at. Whereas if I look here, okay, AV Assembly, it's a ship, not a ship, it's a plane. It has assembly in the name, explains what it is. Coin Pusher Casino, you have the name and you have the capsule that match. You have your small capsules and all of that. This is way more like clear than this. So yeah. Have you done Chris C's marketing course? I've only done his Steam page, but I've had a conversation with Chris C at some point in a long ago history. Let me pull up a page that you guys cannot access anymore. Give me a second to go into Steamworks. I had a call with him, I think, what was it? December 2023. So some time ago at this point. Store admin. Can I look at the store page? See, can I pull this up? You in beta mode. Okay. I asked him, what the fuck do we do with this? Songs of Her, Jade. How do we market this? Because we're at like 200 wish lists. Hi, Mike. How's it going? And he told me also in the most gentle but very firm way, there is no saving this. There is no shot in hell that we could market this game without completely overhauling the art. And even then, it should have like not been pixel art. He told me like, yeah, if you make this a 3D game, it can work. We couldn't make this a 3D game. So him combined with our Steam Next Fest performance was basically why we ended up canceling this. Yeah, wait, I think I still even have my notes from like my conversation that I had with him back then. I want to see what I wrote down. A huge part of his job, yeah, is I think it's the same thing. I think it's even worse, or like it's the same with like press and marketing companies and things like that. Because if a game is too bad at a certain point, it doesn't matter how big your email list is. Nobody's gonna play it. Here. Do I have it here? Chrissy was the 21st. Let me close all of this stuff so you guys don't see everything. These are like the notes that I had from my meeting with Chris Sikowski. I talked about him for a lot of stuff. Did he? Basically here, the general advice for Songs of Everyday. These were like the questions I prepared for him. He was like, you're fucked. Don't do it. So yeah. Also stuff like, yeah, we were mixing genres that shouldn't be mixed. This is Chris Sikowski's official tier list with the SSR rank for marketing being having a good game. Oh, Indie NSFW is here. Will I be banned forever? From the Discord, yeah. From the Discord, you will be. Songs of Never Made. I think that's even how I refer to it in tomorrow's video. Is like the little title. So yeah, marketing, you need good visuals. He has the dialogue tree cheat codes. I don't know. The capsule art is good as fuck. I think the capsule art is whatever. Hi Marnix. Why do I say hi Marnix? Hi Unit Picus. Mad smartphone tycoon. So yeah, if you make a capsule that looks like this, do not have capsules that look like this. I think the capsule sounds already is too different. I think, yeah, honestly, like when we looked at, like now I look at this and it's like, yeah, what were we thinking? But I remember back then, I was like, this is the best fucking game since sliced bread. And now it's like all of the things that I say in like our videos was like, what are these mixels? These like sizes for your UI are completely different. This character doesn't have the same like pixel sizes as this character. I think standalone, the environment looked pretty okay. The art we commissioned for it. I think the problem was just that the environment, the characters and the UI and nothing worked together. And then the gameplay just felt like ass. So, yeah. So whenever I tell people, like, hey, don't have mixels in your pixel art game, I come from a point where I can't tell you why you shouldn't have it. I'm a couple of weeks away from finishing my demo. I need to add graphics. I think add graphics. How do you add graphics? Oh, well, I guess like improvements or anything. I think any pixel art is hard mode. Yeah, even doing pixel art like a not Deltarune. I mean, yeah, Deltarune also works. What's the? Oh my god, I forgot the name. Undertale. No, I think it's Undertale. Like even that looks like hella simple pixel art, but like making this look good and like in a style, this is even hard still. Low poly 3D is easy mode. I think high poly 3D is easy mode, like a unicycle pizza time and an overtime anomaly. I think that is way more easy mode still than low poly. Can I look up Firefoot? They just announced their new game. Escape to Chester, something Chester. Yes, I think low poly is harder to pull off still. Oh, there's too much. I need an unreleased game. Here, Chester: A Foolish Ritual. This was announced by another Belgian studio recently. This uses like the... I'm pretty confident this is Cinti. I think this just doesn't work. It's the idea of we take the repo formula, the friend slop, friend farming, whatever. I don't know how this is gonna go. It just doesn't look... Also, what are these screenshots? Two of them are just black. Okay, oh well. I feel like a game like this would be way more suited by being like more high poly, or at least not as blocky. I think this can work with like content warning, where it's like smooth style. Does it make sense? Like it's low poly, but it's like rounded, not blocky like a Cinti. Yeah, it is Cinti. So, and you can do low poly stylized, but then it should be something more like this. I think. Horror game is all about the vibes, yeah, but you're not getting vibes with this thing, I feel. I don't know how the vibes are. I feel like there's a lot of post-processing love that can also still be done with this. Turbo smooth, all the city, yeah. Games need textures, yeah. Yeah, great looking horror game. Overtime anomaly. That is too much glazing. No, we're not doing this. I think it's fine. I don't think it's like exceptional. But yeah. PSX is easy mode. Yeah, I think PSX can. Does PSX perform as well on Steam? Yeah, I guess. Wait, when was Boba Tea Shop? Did it come out yet? No, not yet. When did it was coming out earlier? Would you call this PSX style then? I guess this is PSX style, no? Ah, Mike, good job. You added Spanish and Portuguese. I'm proud of you. Chilla's Art convenience stores. I think... Oh, the convenience store. I know a lot of Chilla's Art isn't exactly PSX, I would say. They just have high poly. Yeah, this is not PSX, I feel. Hope you do another anomaly. Just gotta refine it more. You should stick around. I want to farm the viewers a little bit more, or should I just dive into it? Into announcing our next game. The store page isn't going to be live yet because the main thing I'm waiting on right now is a trailer, and I'm missing like a few of gameplay stuff still that I want to showcase in the trailer. But we're making another horror game. I can tell you that much already. Because I talk about it as well in the video tomorrow, like I said. I think I don't have it open anymore. The Overtime Anomaly Postmortem is coming out tomorrow. And in there, the question is, what do we do next? Because Overtime Anomaly, it performed not great. Let's keep it at that. But we have all of this code, and one of the big problems that we realized from the feedback is that our game was just too much. As in, like, we added too much at the same time when people just wanted another goddamn anomaly game. I was actually reading... let me see, I need to do this on a second tab, because it is an adult-only game, but there's this beautiful review as well. God damn it, I really need to make sure I do not slip anything right with this. Is like super risky. Here, okay, can I get just a review and then only the review? Okay, this should be safe. I'm just gonna screenshot this just to be extra safe. Firefox, of course, Firefox. Ride or die, Firefox. I don't want the video. Okay, so this is a review of a game called Sex Exit. It's an Exit 8 anomaly style game, but it's just an adult only game. And one of the things that I was just so amazed at is, oh, god damn it, I'm in the way. Windows snip, why are you like this? No. Okay, I broke it. Let's see if I can fix this. Come on. Okay, I can. I saw this and I was like, you know what, we gotta do it to him. This guy literally bought an adult-only game just for the fact that he wanted more more anomaly games, basically. And that's it. And I talked about this with William, and William was also like, yeah, I think we did too much by adding categories to our game, by adding multiple rooms to our game, when people, and we realized this from the marketing as well, and from the feedback mainly from the Japanese audience, they just wanted this. Another anomaly game, not all the stuff that we added. And he was like, we have 150% of the code already, basically, for an anomaly game. Like, if we wanted to make a more simple Exit 8, we literally have removed more code at this point than writing, because we are making an Exit 8-like, a true Exit 8-like. I am not caring about the fact that people call us unoriginal or whatever. We have the assets, we have the code, we can do the easiest W ever. So now the question is, where do you guys think that our Exit 8-like is going? Yeah, like games like, they wanted like Shinkansen 0, and then, you know, Platform 8 is another big one. Where do you guys think that our Exit 8-like is going to participate, like going to take place? Is it going to be in an office, or is that like too cheap, you think? On a train. It already exists. That's the thing. We wanted something that didn't exist yet. Oh. Because this one definitely... Okay, I said I wasn't going to look at the stats. I'm gonna do it anyway. Overtime anomaly. Damn, we made $2 today. Let me look at... like, Japan's still biggest audience for us. So this is something that we were gonna look at. Fallout Shelter 8, no. The Lolly Mines. It's not a 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven anomaly style game would be pretty cool as well, though, I feel. Hey, maybe we can start reskinning even more. No, this one, it's based... I can just show you. We're just gonna play it. Gonna play... Oh, God. No, I didn't want to do this. Oh, this is miserable. No, go away. Thanks, Unity. I want to play the full game. Sure. Red Light District Agent. No. Let's go. I'm gonna switch my monitor just so it's easier. I'm used to this by now. Yeah, I got the 6 setup. The UI, we just ripped it from Overtime Anomaly. But we just made like very much Exit 8, inspired by... The lore is this: you're a tourist in Kyoto, and you want to get to the temple before sunrise, because that's when all of the loud, annoying foreigners show up, basically. Oh, she's gonna piss off now. Oh no, she's not gonna teleport anymore. So it is a very goddamn simple anomaly hunting game. Very, very simple. Because we realized that, like, we should keep this simple, and it makes it easy for us as well. So the concept is simple. We have this one street. We have 2 ways to go, left or right. This time there is no anomaly. So we go here. And then my shader recompiles. And now we're 700 meters. And the tower, that's the destination, basically. So here, I hope this is a clear enough thing of, like, where do you want to go? And then similar, yeah, her animations are very vague still, but like similar to Exit 8 as well. We have 2 anomalies right now. Something that we're doing in here, let me see if I can find it. We want to add still some part of the Overtime Anomaly mini games. I'm not gonna find this though, I feel. Looks good. I think well done VHFs would fit. Maybe. I think the The visuals definitely are really solid. Okay, I'm not gonna find it in here. Oh, so now we have a vending machine. This is an anomaly because this vending machine wasn't here last run. So then we go here, and then once we go through here, the doors close, and we continue our loop, and that's it. Yeah, people on Patreon, you should already know this, indeed. Is her walk cycle an anomaly? No, it's just there's some issues that we haven't gotten around to fixing yet. I think we spent I spent 3 days on level design. I think William spent like 3 full-on days on actually writing or like importing code and things to it. Oh, so now this is another anomaly. We have the story gate here. Well, one thing we wanted to do, just to make it like more special, is one, this is going to be voiced in 2 languages, English and Japanese. We've gotten both of voice actors like sent out already. I even have like some samples. I don't know if I'm gonna show them. Also, they're supposed to be here, like small little. We don't have a crosshair, so this is really painful to do. Come on. Yeah. You can like pick up coins, and then with those coins, you can go here and you can do something with them. We'll see what it's gonna do. This is gonna sell millions. I would hope so, Uzabi. I would really hope so. Oh, and the nice thing, so we can change this to like Japanese. It just updates. So this one has an anomaly. And then we can keep going. What happens if you go back? So you can't go back. The doors close behind you. And then if you go back, there's gonna be a voice line as well. Out of curiosity, when it comes to the actual anomalies, are they already in the scene and just activated when called on? So basically, they're just disabled game objects right now for the most part. I think I can show you the sauce. Oh, let me switch back to my Unity over here and stop this. This is all Unity. This is Unity URP. So let me go back to game scene. I didn't make any changes. Oh well. It's so dark. Let me have like this debug sun. I know the game looks like ass now, but basically it's just one level, and then you just get teleported from here back to here to the beginning, and that's it. I was considering HDRP for this, honestly, because I don't know how much better it would look and how different it was. Yeah, we just teleport the player. I think William did do, because the code for teleporting the player, we once again could yoink from Overtime Anomaly. We had really good teleportation code for the door anomaly. There was an anomaly where if you went through a door, you got teleported to another door. Yeah, the one big thing indeed, the Burning Beaver, and that's something that I've been struggling a lot with as well, is the lighting and how to find the balance between too bright and too dark is what it comes down to. Because I feel like, I'll switch it again to the other screen. I'm not sure if this is too bright, too dark, too many lights, too little lights, and that's a big thing that I'm kind of worried about, because I feel like right now we have too much. But if we get rid of too much, I feel like the level gets too dark. Yeah, we have some bloom already, like especially with this light, this lamp. We're still very much tweaking it. These lanterns as well. Too dark. I think one thing we can change in general, I think it's not hooked up yet, but that we should play around with is like brightness as well. I want to make it like take place during the night still. I think fog is something we have on our list, like some thick volumetric fog as well, that like rolls in the distance is something. Not like the default Unity fog, because that just looks bad, I think. But yeah, like I think areas like this definitely are too dark, like this, the part like that I'm looking at now. So I want to solve that still. Yeah, we'll have brightness adjusting, but still you want to have a good experience out of the box, I think. Hi, I haven't checked in with you guys since January. I hope life is good. Your game looks beautiful. But this is why I say... Oh, This is just 140 bucks in assets. And we've got everything we need. And then like a few custom things. Do you have any kind of light with you? No. So I'm not going to do like flashlight or anything like that. Some light to the temple. That's actually there. So there's like 2 spotlights. You see it more when you go to the spawn thing. This was something we considered. We were like, okay, we want to make this idiot proof. So you spawn like here. And you immediately see this indicator of where to go with a picture of where to go. And then we can make it even brighter if we want. I think those 2 lights in the distance kind of take away from the pagoda thing. Because I definitely was like, yeah, we need to give some light so you can see where it goes. But those are things we can tweak it, I guess, overall. Could have the moon visible in the sky. The moon is visible. The amount of pain, let me just also rant. So the moon is here. Making sure that like the moon and the skybox and like the shadows actually match. You can't rotate a skybox in Unity, which is so fucking dumb. I hate it. I had to rotate my entire level 90 degrees because otherwise the moonlight wouldn't be like good. Normally it would be replacing the moon with a face. I think the moon is like too small. So yeah. You can? I feel like there's not an easy way to rotate unless I had to change the cube map. And I was like, I don't want to do that either. Because by default, the moon was like up there, which made it so that the shadows were very... You can rotate the skybox with a C# script, yeah. Oh, I just had the wrong pathway. Well, we've got it working anyway now. Or like, we've got the problem solved. Because like this is very much a dark shot. So yeah. Are there any Unity experts here, by the way, in the room? Because then I do want to use your help. We are going to use voiceovers, Japanese and English. There's going to be a foreigner mode and a Japanese mode. We're going to have 5 endings. We've got those, like we've got all the voice lines sent out already. Me? What? Are you voicing? I'm very confused. So yeah, because this time we're really like, that's what we noticed from the Automaton article. Japan really likes Exit 8 anomaly games. Oh, you asked about the Unity experts, yeah. Okay. This is a really dumb thing. Will the anomalies be scary yokais? No. Guys, okay. Where's my... I have this random issue. I think it's something... We have our geisha, right? And she has this cute little ribbon at the back. Okay. And the ribbon is rigged. And right now, as you can see, I have disabled a bunch of these things. Why have I disabled these things? You'll see in a second. Because I cannot make a trailer like this. And I feel like I kind of know what the problem is. Wait, it's working now? No way. Don't tell me it's working. Guys, you can't make this shit up. No, I haven't enabled it correctly. Oh, these are still disabled. Okay. I was like, it shouldn't work. I need to enable these as well. Now it's going to... Oh, you can't see anything. No? Why is it still working? Does it not update in real time? Enable. Everything's enabled. No, this one isn't. Anyways, this was broken. I swear to God. I promise. Give me 1 second. We're gonna try again. Why is it just not doing anything anymore? Good job, everyone. Wrap it up for today. Okay, it's working. Let me show you what I was talking about, because I actually sent like a supporting. Oh, this is how it looked for me, and it just was like, why? It was colliding with something. This was literally unusable. That guy really was an expert in Unity. He solved the problem for me. Yeah, so the thing is, those joints, I know they're bad. This is the default thing that they came with. I would rather throw out the joints and use like a dynamic bone, because I've used dynamic bone before because we had jiggle physics in our previous games. But the moment that I get rid of the joints and the rigid bodies, especially the rigid bodies, the ribbon just stays afloat. It loses its connection to the character. So that's kind of the issue as well. No, because I enabled this now, not in runtime. So yeah. I'll look at it later again. I'm gonna try one more time. But it shouldn't work. I changed nothing. I just enabled it again. No. Okay, I guess I'm gonna just dynamic bone it later and then call it a day. Well, thank you everyone for your support. You'd have to modify them in Blender. Maybe I'll see. The shout out to the support people who gave me the worst possible answer. They're like, oh yeah, you fix this with Magica Clot. I do not think that Magica Clot fixes this, but oh well. Oh, what's up, Dalberex? Oh, you use Magic? Yeah, I know Magica Clot is great because we actually did have like some other issues with her actual like clot. This was also so cursed. Switch the game again. We've definitely, don't tell me this is working now as well. No, she shouldn't have legs now. Yeah, so now like it has actual clot physics. My god, this is very dark, I guess. And then it just like spazzes out as well. So yeah. In my game, I would just directly animate it with a sine wave. Yeah. Oh well. When in doubt, just turn it off and on, and that solves it. What does Magica Clot actually do? Ah, yes, that's how legs are. Yeah, we have no legs. Okay. Because I've heard of Magica Clot before, but we've never actually had to use her. Retro Look Pro. And how does this differ? I guess dynamic bone is for actual tails and bones. This is Clot. I think we honestly have a seed for this as well. Yeah, this is just Clot simulation. This is something else. What's your asset? Retro Look Pro. Two versions. The V3 has worse ratings than the. Okay. Oh, it is just like the VHS effects and all of that. Then we get the Chillas art style, right? Like then you get this. No, not this. I feel like it looked worse Shinkansen Zero than on the screenshots. I know Chillas art definitely has that retro look. Oh, that's what you use for Boba Tea Shop, yeah. I just feel like it doesn't fit these graphics. I think yeah, we can try it out, I guess, but I feel like it's prettier in like the realistic style. You can use it very mildly. Yeah, like the most we have right now is just chromatic aberration, and that's it. What would be this one? D-Shop. Yeah, like this is very, very hardcore. Like I feel like throwing this over like the beautiful HDR, like URP/HDRP assets is like kind of blending it. Yeah. Yeah, I guess they just change. Use it in Delirium. Chromatic abomination. I don't know if I would call this lightly. This already feels like a very big effect, basically. No VHS effect. Yeah, strong depth of field and motion blur. The motion blur is just because it's an Unreal game, I think, as well. But yeah, like I would rather go for the like very clear. They have a lot of film grain, I guess. How does that look? Because let me. We have some film grain. Global film. So we are right now in tin 1. Let me check if I have any git changes. Yeah, I think it can only be more liminal also if it's like mortal bright. Okay, no, I have no open changes, so I can just play around with this. Let's increase intensity. And then take a look. How will this look? Oh, I should also honestly brightness. Wait, there was something for brightness. Okay, this one. Yeah, come. This we can increase the brightness. So this is with a heavier film grain. And then also increasing the gamma of the game. I feel like the film gain kind of detracts from it. Where do you learn your sick coding skills? My brother in Christ, there is no coding skills inside of me. Blue color ambient light. Game looks really good. Environment a lot. It's going to be an Exit 8 basically, and like a few things we want to change. The beams are flickering. So the beams is, I think it's something I've been playing with the. I think it's also a problem with the assets, with like their specular setup. I haven't fully fixed it yet. Let me find my. Like my camera right now is running on. SMAA. I don't think so. Now I switch to FXAA, and then it still has that flickering. The flickering annoys me so much as well, but it's more a problem with the texture or like the normal map or the emissive map or something. I've played into it already. Basically, I'm gonna undo because I think I do prefer SMAA more. In terms of just quality. I don't like the... Okay, let me change the... Like, this is the regular film grain. This is no film grain. It definitely does feel a lot more sterile. Large film grain. No, I want to do tin too, but then way more intense. Can I see a difference even? Am I going blind? I see no difference. Now I see film grain. It would be dope with lights on a string, you know, that could be under roofs for several meters. That is Chinese, my dude. We are not going to be culturally appropriate. Like, we're culturally appropriating, but I have walked these streets myself a lot as well. I'm not throwing the Chinese lights to it. YouTube compression will remove the grain. Perhaps, yeah. That's true. I'm gonna put it back to what we had originally. I think definitely like the subtle gamma lift by default does help, I think. Because I felt like the game was too dark, but I think just adding more lights didn't solve the problem. I think just by going up the paint, I can see them faintly in the sky area. Oh, you mean the film grain? The film grain is gone now, or like it's back to normal. Add lights from other cultures as anomalies. So yeah, this is what we've been working on, and it is so simple compared to Overtime Anomaly. We're looking for a release right now. I think like May, middle of May, end of May, something like that. But yeah, I feel that there's just too many lights, and just from the fact like how many like I can see like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's like 15 different light points visible, and I don't care about like the overall light, but it's just like I think it's too much points that like take your attention or something. What happens if you get it wrong? Oh, so you just get reset then, like in Exit 8 style. So okay, this one, this story gate is an anomaly, so I will go through the way that says anomaly. The trees have like very subtle movement, but indeed they should get a bit more. So now it's at 700. If I get it wrong, it goes back to 800 meters, and then the temple goes smaller again. There will be one anomaly that we've like considered. I don't know if we'll do it because it may be too shitposty. Is replace this geisha with our unicycle model, and then it's just a unicycle guy like going down the same path that the geisha normally takes. I don't know if we're gonna do it because it feels like maybe it's a bit too on the nose. So now I'm going to go the wrong way because there's no anomaly, but I take the anomaly path, and then this goes back to 800 meters. Maybe remove the face from the geisha. The geisha, we have a bunch of things. Also, she can like chase you and tries to kill you as one of the anomalies. It's not implemented yet. We have like some ideas for anomalies. We also have like some special endings is what we're planning, depending on if you get the things right or wrong. Yeah, that's what we realized. Everything is going to be on the nose. Like, you don't understand how frustrating it was to look at players who played Overtime Anomaly, like streamers and things like that. All of the walls change color. They go from white to black. Nobody realizes it. Nobody. Everyone, I haven't seen a single content creator realize that all of the walls, not just one, all of them go black. So now, me and William are both like assuming room temperature IQ for our players. And if we do anomalies, like they should be pretty big and bright and lit up like this, or it gets harder to spot it. Oh, that's a dirty one. Flip the sign so anomaly and not anomaly get different. Like other stuff, like all of the posters we replace. Not just one poster, all of them. Because if we replace just one, nobody's gonna notice it. I feel like once again. Like also right now we have this stuff like with the 5 yen coins that you can use for the offering. We're gonna make them more clear as well. So you like know what to do. And I think the one thing as well that's Overtime and only had voice acting. It had good voice acting, but the voice acting was more purely lore-wise than actually explaining what you are supposed to do. We've taken that feedback, or like we've taken that lesson now, and the voice lines actually, like if you go here and you don't have the 5 yen coin and you try to interact, they will tell you, oh, I don't have any money on me. Maybe I should go and like find it around. So those are things as well. It seems hard to design anomalies that are both subtle and unsettling, but also unnoticeable, yeah. Can you show coins as items being carried? Yeah, it's just we haven't implemented it yet. Because like I said, we've just, like, it would be similar to what we have in Overtime Anomaly, that you actually hold it. And I want to have it animated as well, so it like tweens in. But those are easy things to do at the end of the day. Fares, by the way, this level took me about 3 days, I think, so far. And it's not done. I think it definitely needs... it's mainly done. The thing I did today, and this took me like 2 hours, was creating this entire area. Like the whole shrine area. With the little... Chozuya? Something. Like, let me check the name again. It's called Chozuya. All of this is like 2 hours, and then coming up with the initial layout, the block out, and now it's just adding more props and all of that. The coins are just used for a special ending. So you have your regular ending, and then you can also get like a special ending based on the coins. And you can see the progress. Basically, these lanterns, they're all lit right now. If you every time you do a prayer in a loop, then one of the lanterns will goes on. Performance is really good, actually. I don't know how it's on stream, but it's really solid because this is all baked lighting. Because we're teleporting. That was the one big thing. I first prototyped this where it was the level gets moved like into the front of you. So you kept going forward, but you didn't teleport. Now it's just a static level, one big block within two connectors, and you get teleported between them, which allows us to bake every single light. And that was one of the things that was a pain with Overtime Anomaly. We used real-time lights there because we wanted to turn things on and off, like you have to enable and disable lights. Here we're using like adaptive probe volumes just with baked lighting, and that's it. Light bake time for this is 7 minutes on my laptop with an RTX 4070. It takes a little bit, but it's not like painful because the level is pretty small. And for the voiceovers, we didn't do them ourselves. I contracted people for them. We pay them because I want real voice actors. As much as I like Thomas's Ubus, since he is unfortunately no longer with us, he can't voice those. These in all these games only have one level, or they have. Do any of them have any more? It's always just one, basically. These are very short experiences. Usually you play the entire game in like 30 to 60 minutes, and they're priced accordingly. So yeah. Yeah, Thomas has died. He's no longer with us. He's been dead for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I don't know. Funeral was like last week, I think. So yeah, I don't think there was an anomaly here. But yeah, I think like there are definitely some issues that we need to clean up, like with the models as well. Like, you know, this doesn't style smoothly, and this is like I need to go into the actual model because this is from the asset. He didn't like do this correctly. So yeah. When's the resurrection? Hey, Easter is coming up, guys. Who knows? We have achievements to see the different anomalies. We'll have achievements for all of the endings at least. I don't know about the anomalies. So yeah. This game is too short to have a demo, so you can't participate in Next Fest. This game is gonna come out before the Next Fest, I can tell you that. And yeah, this is not a game that can have a demo. Thomas. I think I've shown enough of the game. It's a pretty basic game at the end of the day. But it's like, it's too much of an easy W for us now, basically, especially considering that we kind of do would like a W, not to make this, basically. Because, like, the store page is mainly set up already. I can pull that up, I guess. To give you an idea of what we're planning. But I'm waiting for trailer, and for trailer we need a bit more anomalies. And I'm not sure how to do the trailer for this exactly. Oh yeah, the game is called Kyoto Anomaly. Because we really had no... we had no better name to come up with. Can I see this store in beta mode? Yeah. It's very basic, like we want some more GIFs. But I submitted like a first version. This is with the old lighting, still this GIF. I submitted this like 2 weeks ago to Steam, just so they could approve it already, and then there was less worry. Because this is how it looked before. We did like a pause, and I think it does look better. The lighting feels like way more flat and like no bloom and everything. I think the capsule is fine. It's not my finest work. I think we've made better capsules. But I think it's, for the style of horror game, I think it's fine. I'm happy that you guys seem to like the capsule. Anomaly is the Bite Me Games MO after the breakout hit Overtime Anomaly. It was not a breakout hit. It was just an easy W now. This is a perfect game. I very much strongly doubt that. But yeah, it's just a quick win for us. And I do think that there are some issues with Shinkansen Zero and the other Anomaly games that I do think we can add some more stuff to it. You're released tomorrow. That is at this point, you know, I made a video about it. If you're released tomorrow, there's not much more you can do basically, except just hope it's gonna go well. Because like this thing, I think it was, is it a Unity game? I know like one of the big complaints with this is like, this is an expensive game for what it is at the end of the day, like €7. Looks like an AI capsule. This? Or are you behind? I don't know. So we're gonna price it more like an actual, like, the Exit 8. This one also has like the fisheye lens, I feel, effect. Yeah, heavy film grain. I don't know if we're gonna do anything with that. But like this is the price we're planning on, so $3.99. But yeah, playtime is like 15 to 60 minutes. Like these are very short games at the end of the day. And hey, that's good for us because it's a very short dev time. Does Exit 8 have handheld camera movement? What is handheld camera move? It's just FPS. It's just an FPS controller, basically. You don't hold the camera. I think Chilla's art, like the Shinkansen Zero, also doesn't have that. It's also just an FPS controller. Oh no, it doesn't have the backroom style. Orifice 8. There's this older game that came out. It's also an Anomaly Office game. I spoke to developers. This game made more money than Overtime Anomaly. This game has no shadows and made more money than Overtime Anomaly. I talked to the developers of this at the Tokyo Indie Game Summit. This is the power of having a holo indie published game. Anime wins again. This is just VTubers. Like, guess the holo indie, it's from like Hololive, and then they have a whole thing for indie games. There's also a holo indie clone of the game of Sisyphus. I don't know if it's out yet. Probably it's still upcoming. Yeah, Goro Goro Mountain. This is just the game of Sisyphus reskinned with anime girl heads. And they got the stroke. This game is going to once again probably sell more. Hololive Goro Goro Mountain. Do I want to know what this has in terms of wishes? Oh, it's actually not doing great. Okay, there is hope. There is hope. Do they force their streamers to play the games? I don't think so. You get I think it's more of a thing where you get the IP rights and then they get something. I'm not sure how Holo Indie works exactly, because basically I tried talking to them and their response was like, we do not work with foreigners. Like, I spoke to them in Japanese, and even then it was like, no. So I have no idea further on that. Because, oof. I wonder how this one's gonna go, because Gargura just announced her retirement and breaking up from... Yeah, she's retired now. So I guess Holo Indie still owns the IP of her, and she's just not going to make more content anymore. Who knows? Yeah. But yeah, when I saw that Holo 8 Office Anomaly game, I was like, why? Why does this perform better than ours? But hey, people seem to really enjoy this. 150 anomalies, okay. That is a lot. Okay, the developer watches has some dedication. If you love Hololive, get it. If you don't know what Hololive is, then learn everything and then get it. So I feel like this is basically all like inside jokes and whatever. Hi, Retro Game Store Simulator. We're just looking at the competition that has crushed Overtime Anomaly whilst I'm slowly losing my sanity. Yeah, the VTubers themselves in person, they don't hold the rights to the character, but they can be like, fuck it, we stop streaming. I think Hollow Life will always keep those rights. But yeah. It's the other... Oh, these guys don't have a bundle with us. My god, how dare they? We are Office Anomalies, the game. Just kidding. The reason that they don't have a bundle with us is because we're tiny and nobody cares about us. Because, yeah. Just copy the game and call it Hollow 8. No. I don't want to leak this, but I kind of want to announce the first Suck Me Games game if Kyoto Anomaly also performs bad. Don't steal this, guys, please. Okay? I'll leak it to you where a potential first Suck Me game is, but don't steal it. It's gonna be called Sexit 8 because that is apparently not a name that's taken yet. And it's the most beautiful name for an adults-only Anomaly game. Only 180. I don't think we have 180 people here. So, yeah, if you want to make an adult-only game, make an Anomaly game and call it Sexit 8. And it has the most beautiful name then. Yeah. Would buy that. Yeah. It was this other Office Anomaly game. I want to find it again. Oh, here, Anomaly Company. I wonder when they're gonna... Not Sexist 8. So, making the Steam page right now. Don't ruin what we had, guys. Now that Thomas is gone, it's peak name, why leak it? I don't know. If you do release a game called like that, you should... If you're a patron, I can live with it. Just be a patron, and then you can steal the name. Is this your game, April? Suck Me Games gonna go viral. I don't think so. I have no clue how adult-only game... think so. Enjoy your nap. Can I subscribe after the fact? Yeah, but... Oh, you were in the list. You have one of the Anomaly games as well. God damn it, there's too many Anomaly games. I want to see you pitch that game to Flanders Game Hub, Yoni. I really want to see. Oh, you don't combine it with office horror. You would make it take place in something else than an office, I would guess. Also, how do you combine adult only with office horror? It's not safe for work. That's all. With an office lady. Guys, genuinely the reason why we don't make off like we joke about suck me games and making the adult only games. It's wow, this guy could not get more than 4 screenshots. I was like, fuck it, black. Come on, man, you could have gotten 1 more screenshot out of this. Nudist beach anomaly game. It's also just because I don't know what makes a quality adult-only game. I'm sorry, I do not have the experience. I know a lot of you guys are going to be like, oh, Cap. No. And I don't have the company time to do research for that just yet. Stop there, make an adult-only Souls-like. Because you don't get the point. The point of an adult-only... the point of Suck Me games is to make low-quality slop and sell that. Would be pretty legendary though. But yeah. Time to research. I've worked with developers who have made adult-only games, and I know there's a lot of people in our audience as well who make adult-only games. I just don't know how to make them. And you know, what am I gonna do? Influencer outreach? Hey, Markiplier, please play Sexit 8. So yeah. I don't know, and in the NSFW, you kind of fell off, didn't you? just calling you out. What happened to? Come on, Gamelytic. Can't I write corrupt? No, it's with. Is it with 2 R's? Gamelytic is gaslighting me. No, okay, it's with 2 R's. Yeah. Did you change publisher name or something? Because I thought you were gonna release like games every 3 days. Bro is cooking. Let's look at what Bro is cooking. I have a bunch of unannounced games. We've made a solid. I think the capsule art should be safe for work, right? By the way, your 3 projects are on. Okay. Guild Architect, Magical Girl Guardians, and Songs of Nevermade are all like dead. Hey, you made more than Overtime Anomaly. So yeah. Can people stream NSFW games? So there is like a small subsection that I've seen of OnlyFans creators and such streaming adult-only games, but it's very, very niche. Those 3 games made around 9K total. Yeah. It works then. Call it AAA Anomaly. We'll be first on the list. Yeah, that's like with if you look at Mind Over, and they have Magic, Magnet, and then Monarchy. Should have made it Mind Over Ma or something. Unicycle Pizza Time NSFW DLC. The game is already not safe for work because you're delivering pizzas on a unicycle and dying. I think a Unicycle Pizza Time Souls-like would be better. I don't think we're making a Souls-like anytime soon, though. We came up with a new pizza-like, or like a new streamer-bait idea. We haven't prototyped it yet, though, so it's a bit early to say, but like from the brainstorming me and William have done, it should be pretty okay. Like we'll have to figure out if it's gonna be actually fun. But first we're gonna be releasing Kyoto Anomaly. Like plan is to finish the code and everything in the next 2 weeks. And then have 2 weeks for content creator coverage or even more. And then in the meantime, start prototyping for more. Because we've got big game ideas and we've got small game ideas. I have not heard of RuneScape Dragon Wilds. Is it on Steam? Oh, it is. But I can tell you that it's not going to be a game for me because I've never played RuneScape in my life. And I feel like this is very much a game for those who know. Co-op open world survival craft. Okay, when did this come out? Oh, it came out literally 2 days ago. Wait, was that early access or the full release? Holy shit, it got this many reviews in 2 days? 2 days? Oh my god. And William, of course, he owns it. Why does he own it? When does he have time to play this? William, why? You should be... This is why Kyoto Anomaly... If Kyoto Anomaly doesn't get released, it's because of this. When you last put up this songs I already see, I was reminded of Kamiko. I have never played that. Kamiko? Why was Kamikaze Drone? Yeah, this is better pixel art. Oh, this is if Magical Girl Guardians and Songs of Everjade had a baby. And then you get like a pixel art waifu game. This is very much like Hyper Light Drifter, the good ending, I feel, in terms of pixel art style. Working on systems for 3 days, call him out, bro. Yeah. No, the guy has been working a lot. 5 hours played recently? William, I think you're not in here. We need to talk about... My dude is like, yeah, I don't like animating. This is God in 4K. Oh well. Let the guy enjoy his life. I mean, I'm still not sure. When is this coming out? 1 more month. It looks so cool. But there is no way I am spending 80 euros on this. They doubled the price. They doubled the price from the previous Doom. And even then I got it on 50% off or something. So yeah, this is like the only game that I may go like Williams style for. What is this price? This is modern day AAA, I guess. So yeah. I feel like at some point I'm just gonna do like it's a stream goal, whatever. And Uzabi, you are the second game. I have 2 games on my wish list, and that's it. Make a new game to pay for Doom. That's the hope. Maybe. Premium. Since when is it 80 bucks? Since Switch and such also came out, I think a lot of the. Wait, we can see like the popular upcoming and then upcoming releases. Because some of these you can see like the price already. Yeah, popular upcoming. This is a DLC for 60 euros? Jesus Christ. What is this game in DLC for? No, you get the base game as well. Okay. Yeah, most of them are still 60, I guess. Which is good. Yeah, Doom Dark Age is 80. Most of the other ones, but none of these are like AAA. Really? Even Night Rain is just 40. Yeah, I don't know what happened with Doom. So, yeah. Can I sort by price? Is that a thing? Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater is 80 and Doom the Dark Age is 80. And those are the only ones that you can pre-order. Yeah. I guess they, yeah. There's a difference between, I know like the train simulators cost like so much money. But a Doom game, Doom is not a train simulator, okay? Because this is Euro, remember? So like price in USD is I think even higher. Night Train feels like an asset swap. I have no idea. I didn't play OG Elden Ring either, so I have no talk about Night Rain. Oh, Dobberex, you're in here, right? I want to look at your store page. Because you're a Patreon. I remember, guys, always remember Patreons get special privileges. Patreon.com/bitemegames. Because did you put your store page live already, or were you going to put it live? Game, where's Dobrex? Here, roast my Steam page. Let's take a look. IRL privileges too. Yeah, if you have the right tier, you can. Final Passage is a first-person psychological horror game set in a Stormbreak coastal village. Navigate flood ruins, manipulate physics-based debris, and survive attacks from the drowned dead as you make your way towards the lost lighthouse. I think that's pretty solid. The capsule, I think, definitely was a big... not the best colors on the capsule. I feel like the yellow on the background... Maybe. I think it's still alright. I feel like it kind of floats the lighthouse. I don't know how I feel. Yeah, I think it's fine. It's definitely not something that you should worry about too much. I think the main thing is like this is yellow, but I think it's gonna be on purpose to like blend in with the background. I would feel like the yellow could be a bit more poppy yellowy even. In terms of the actual trailer. I feel like, okay, look, Dobrex, I know where you come from, because I've worked on the Cryptis trailer as well and things like that. I think the trailer, the visuals are really good. I think some scenes are a bit. Wait, where was it? Like one of the scenes kind of felt weird. Like these are good transitions though to the dark. I think sound design is a big thing. I think this game he was gonna charge money for the first time. I think what you could do here, or like you don't have to do it for the teaser trailer, but when you go into the next trailer, fake it. Add more sound design, add more sound effects, even if they're not in game, just in your like video editor, add more sound effects. I think this needed like some sub bass and some what's the thing called risers and all of that, similar to what we did with the Overtime Anomalies trailer, where the actual in-game sounds are way less dramatic, but you can build up so much more tension by, because this is just in-game sound effects, I feel, for the most part. Oh yeah, this was the shot. This is kind of a rough cut. But I think definitely could improve the sound design for the main part. Like this is already like, look, you have to remember okay, let me pull up an example. Compare yourself to the other ByteMe games who makes this. Like I don't have much to like compare to like these two. I am nitpicking with you. This is like, this is bad. This is like very good already, but could be even better with like, you know, that final 10%. You can ignore everything of this and still probably be pretty good. To give you an idea, I feel like the capsule, people like the capsule, people aren't sure about the capsule. Let me pull up my Adobe so I can give you an example of the Overtime Anomaly, what I mean with the trailer. Get there. Yeah, Uzabi, by the way, I got onto the capsule border trend for Kyoto Anomaly. Like the small capsule also has a border now, because I was like, I should get on there. It's pretty basic, but I was like, yeah, if everyone does it, I should do it too. Also, my Premiere Pro just decided not to show up. Come on. Get there. Not responding. Oh, yeah. Overtime Anomaly trailer. Yeah. So, launch trailer. So, all of these green lines. Oh, I'm in the way. Oh, well. All of the green is sound. The top one, this is just music. And then all of this is like extra sound effects, extra build-up, extra things that are not in the game, just to improve the sound thing as well. What is the border meta? I love how this is becoming an actual thing. The border meta is when your small capsule, and also your main capsule, but I think mainly the small capsule matters more, has a border. Like here with Avi Assembly, LabRat has a border, Gorn 2 has a border. It's something that, like, Nordholt has a border. This is something that didn't exist, like, not that long ago, I feel. And more people are adding borders to, like, stand out more in general. It's still pretty on the down low. Oh my god, what is this? This gonna be... Don't tell me this is a ByteMe game viewer. This is what some of you guys make. I hope not. Please don't make games like this. How do I fix my Plague Arctic? You first wait. We're gonna go through this a bit. Okay. I'm just very much doubting you're gonna have full audio support. Okay. I'm sure you're planning on targeting these languages, but I don't know about full audio. You've got a GIF. You got 2 GIFs, 3 GIFs. I feel like this is long. This feels like lore. Lantern to navigate feels limited. I feel like this can be simplified and shown more of what you're talking about. Like use your lantern to navigate, but field is limited. You would probably have something like you picking up the lantern, for example. Or like the lantern and then some fuel and then putting the fuel in it or something. This is a GIF that doesn't really it's environment, I guess. Because you're not making a boomer shooter at the end of the day, that's true. I don't think I have much to say honestly bad about this. Did you do what I... Oh, thank you, Steam. Did you do what I told you to do? And did you advertise your new game? Beat-related news. Yeah, okay. So you did do this. That's good. Cross-promotion. How did you do the sound design for the Overtime and Only trailer? I went onto Artlist and I just looked for horror sound effects and just layered them on and on and on. You said Small Capsule. Mainly Small Capsule is the one that does the border meta. But yeah, there is this category on Steam itself. Check out my upcoming horror survival game. So do these things, for example. Like, you've got it already, Toprex, but like, this is something that if you are releasing next games, you would do this basically. Like, I think this used to be the old capsule. So yeah. There's no dialogue in the game, so not sure if I should include full audio. Like, you should uncheck it, basically. And that's it. Because this means that you actually have dubbing. Just interface and subtitles. Or like, yeah, interface and subtitles should be all you need. What did we do for Forge Industry? I think for Forge Industry, it's going to be just interface. Yeah, because there was no audio in there. Yeah. How do we fix Plague Architect? Let's take a look. I think it's... We add a border. We add a background. Background and more readable font, I would say. I think the main character is good. I think your background is way too basic. I mean, like you said, your game actually looks completely different at this point compared to this. I think you want a font that does have a little bit more legibility. Also double your capsule resolution, because this uses the old style. And I can tell there is like some blurriness from this big icon. Get the font, get the background, should be fine. I would also play around. I don't think it matters that much. I think you probably want Plague Architect to be bigger and then the icon to be smaller. Would you just put the game in the background? Wait. Can you drop a screenshot of the game in Showcase right now? Thank you very much. Let's take a look what we can conjure up here. We're gonna do some live reworking, see what we can make here. Give me some screenshots of the game in Discord. Okay. This guy is ready. So let's see how we can work from that. Photoshop is starting. Let's go. Photoshop says no. Game there will turn into noise. Wow. Getting content, I know, guys. I think it's also the fact that I have two Unities open. I should turn those off, because I feel like they are eating up a lot of resources for no need as well. Because of a program error. Okay, no, my Photoshop has just died. There. Get there. Can I just open an existing capsule? Or is my Photoshop just dead borked now? You know, everything I tried to do, it just dies. We are not redoing your capsule today, unfortunately, because I feel like I'm just going to have to like restart my computer to fix this. Turning it off and back on did not work. Red in nature means danger. That's why a lot of painters have. Yeah. Do I have like a GIMP? I don't have. Phrasing. I do not have a GIMP. But I genuinely can't. Is the Kyoto Lady an asset? It's an asset. It's actually by the same. Oh, finally someone has a boomer shooter, Sean. Thank you. Please give me a demo as soon as you can. I finally. And then we have this guy make another roguelike. Sad. Oh, this looks good. Ah. The first viewer, or like the second viewer. Yeah. I think it's called Merciless Geisha. It's from the same guy who made the Lunch Lady assets. And it actually, like you can see in here, has like an alternative face state. I don't know, we'll probably use it. Like this is the normal one, and it's got like blood splatter. And then you can also make it like more creepy, but this is like too creepy. So doing that. We did not commission it basically, because yeah, I can't open anything. I will look at it on another stream, Kex. I am sorry. Or maybe I can do it in Paint.net. Do I have Paint.net even installed nowadays? Do not have Paint.net installed anymore. So, yeah. Oh, she's in Demonologist? Demonologist. I just saw the like assets and I saw the game basically. Could be because they. Holy shit! They have a lot of screenshots. The Zector Lab, they have a lot of like ones that you've probably seen in some games, like these as well. But yeah, like you have the horror villains, like this is the Lunch Lady one. You have this one. Lunch Lady. That is I know, we were very unoriginal with our assets. We basically did the exact same thing Lunch Lady did, except we still have a background. Every YouTuber uses Paint now. My mate always talks about Lunch Lady. Yeah, it's a very popular game. So many went from positive to mixed. It's like 68%. It's often also Lunch Lady nice Lunch Lady Gyat though. I think Chris Sikowski gave this one how to market a game horror. he used the Lunch Lady capsule as like the reason why it's easy. Yeah, making a capsule is super easy and cheap. Just take a screenshot of your monster staring straight into the camera. We did that. Use a creepy, scratchy looking font. We did that. Put the monster on the right, text to the left. You're good. We did that. Just changed. Oh, Rent Lords. This is much nicer. Oh, this is much nicer, I would say. Oh, you got Rogue Duck? Huh. Oh, no. Yeah. I think my main worry now... Oh, you also got the border meta. Let's go. Okay, so the moment you want to do the demo with a dedicated store page, it's going to overlap. That's the only problem, I guess. But I think the capsule itself looks really solid. And then, yeah, you got the border really nicely. Do you also have the border on the small capsule? Yes, you do. Like you can see here with like the demo tag thing. But yeah, Rogue Duck should be solid. I like how in English will have no audio, but you can play the game in French with French dubbing. I assume that one will be updated. ChatGPT can edit photos. Ah, I didn't know you did that. RDI, Rogue Duck interactive strategy games. So yeah, I think it's a really solid capsule. Yeah, I think like here, now it just says End Lords, which is not ideal. The problem is this is not an easy fix because I guess that, you know, all of these art is like custom made for this specific thing. So you can't just swap around the two things, basically. Capsule is really high quality. I think that's just the only like oversight. Is it going to be the end of the world? No, absolutely not. But it is a bit awkward, I guess. Just like the other things like Cardboard Town, that overlap isn't there. I feel like every Rogue Duck interactive game uses the border meta, yeah. But you have to use AI. Wait, why did it? Steam in themselves do not have filters for AI. I think it's SteamDB that added one. And I think even then it was just for the Steam Next Fest or something. But Steam themselves, I don't think they're planning to do anything filtering-wise, AI-wise. I think Steam genuinely couldn't care less. Because it also, like, large studios are also going to use AI in their development process. We use ChatGPT in our development process. Does that count for like code or whatever? Nobody knows where the line is being drawn. But basically, no, it's completely optional. And I think a lot of people really do it. Next Fest is June. Steam events. Considering we don't have a game. Oh, also the Sokoban Fest got renamed. I saw, I think, to the Pushing Boxes Fest. Yeah, the Steam Box Pushing Fest. I found this so funny. I was like, huh, what's the Box Pushing Fest? I think nobody had any idea what a Sokoban was. I didn't know either until I saw it for the first time. June 9th till June 16th. And then, yeah, October 13th to October 20th. Sucks there's no Horror Steam Fest event. My dude, you're wrong. One, we have the Zombies v Vampire Fest, although we're not joining that one. And you have the Scream Fest. The Scream Fest is always going to be the one that is the horror one. Because we submitted Overtime Anomaly. It's registered for the Scream Fest. It's always at, yeah. What's up with so many games called blah, 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 bound? I have no idea. Using AI hurts the game on Steam? No. Don't you just have to say if you're generative AI? No, I think it's also for marketing. It's kind of vague. And it's also like pre-generated versus live generated and all of that. You can have more than one game in the Scream Fest. Yeah, because Kyoto Anomaly is going to be in there as well. There's no limitation to how many games you can have in a fest. As long as it fits, whatever the fest is about, and it's good. Is it a bad idea to release my game during a genre-specific fest? If you can release and it's Steamed, so if your game is going to be part of the fest, I think it's fine. But otherwise, I think it could... I wouldn't launch on the first 2 days, at least, if you can avoid it. Because we launched one of our games on like day... We released Overtime Anomaly during day 5 of the Colony Sim and City Builder Fest. Just don't launch in the first few days, because then there's like a big front of Steam store page takeover. Like this thing just gets like a giant banner, and Steam changes the store page a bit, and people are going to be more interested in that. Whereas after... Oh god. Yeah, those are gone. This is why we use streamer mode normally. Not the guy that he probably doesn't. Okay, he doesn't care. Okay. So launch like day 3 or 4 of the fest earliest. If you can launch themed with the fest, you should be fine. If you're unrelated to the fest, then I wouldn't do it. Oh, I guess both of them are in here as well. So yeah, where were we? Do the fest. Although the fishing fest, I want to make a fishing game. You should have called the game Kyoto Bound. No, because Bound means like different. Also, Bound feels too much like an NSFW game, and we're not Suck Me games just yet. So yeah. Also, what is this capsule, to be honest? It's unique. Also, is this a bundle deal? This bundle is full of spiders. Oh, this is the perfect game for William. I didn't know that you could get a daily deal for a bundle. I guess. Not that I'm gonna get a daily deal anytime soon, but yeah. Are there a lot of Bound games? I don't know. Is there a Bellatrix? Don't Starve Together? Oh my god. Any game name's name is something Bounce on ChatGPT generator. ChatGPT is like such a good and bad thing. Also, what is this name? Just Date Vegan. This is a name ChatGPT could never come up with. I'm not gonna hover over it because I'm gonna get the stream shut down. But AI generated titles from like ChatGPT are like kind of good, but also often so bad. Yeah, Storebound is the one from the Murky Divers ones. Oh, they also... Is it just me? Now that I swear, they didn't have this border when they just launched, I feel. Because I looked at this game before. Did they always have the border? Now that I'm aware of the border meta... Library... I don't need library, I want store page. Is there store page? Assets, screenshots, change small capsule, header image, Korean. Just have it localized. Is there store page? Capsule. Okay, so this is a border. They added the border meta here, January. So they were early at least. Library capsule. It used to be called Escape Store. I think Storebound is a better name than, yeah. Header. don't see it yet. Here. Library header? I don't need a library header. Oh, no, they always had it. Okay, they were early then to the border meta. The question is, are you guys on the border meta? They're border bound now. I think Store Escape was a beautiful name as well, though. I also like, I don't know if this is this is definitely a design choice, because I know the studio nor the publisher are Japanese. The publisher is Belgian, and there's a big chance the guy's never even set a foot in Japan. But like, they still go for the Cabin Factory style of just adding a Japanese name to the game. Just for, I don't know, like, yeah, Cabin Factory did it, I think, one of the original ones. It's something that I considered for Kyoto Anomaly, to have a like Japanese version of the game. It's like I said, we want to focus Japan as well. But it's like, I don't know. Like the name for Kyoto Anomaly, like the Japanese one, would be something more like Devoured by the City, kind of was what it translated to. So yeah, I don't know. I think it is more of a, yeah, because like Shinkansen Zero, for example, they just put it in the name. But like Shinkansen is an easy word to translate at the end of the day. Does Chillas do it with the other things? Yeah. So I almost feel like, is it a design choice to feel like, oh, this is J-horror? Because I feel like on the other hand, it's like, yeah, we'll see. Maybe I'll update it, maybe not. It depends on how much time and effort I want to put into it, I guess. I game genuinely has borders in it, only to realize it was meta. Hey, I didn't know it was meta up until like 2 weeks ago. J-horror, like JRPG, how does it differ from Western horror? It's like also in movies, like Japanese horror movies have very different vibes and very different styles than Western horror. I'm not a like connoisseur of the genre, I would say, but I know there are very big differences. It's like also the, can I show this stuff on stream? Let me quickly take a look. It's like the Junji Ito style, I think it's called. Because they also have like, it's like, this is like the J-horror style that is like very visceral. I think another example is like World of Horror. This is like a very Japanese style. This is like that Junji Ito style. Different than I think this is a game that a Western develop, like, this is not a Western horror at the end of the day. Western horror is Lunch Lady. Like stuff like these faces disappear. So yeah. I don't know if it's just the looking thing. Also, all of these games. Oh, this is very bad. Yeah, that's the problem. Often, like, games get abandoned. So, yeah. Creepy versus jump scare. No, Japan still has jump scares. It's like the like lady coming. It's also different kinds of horror. You know, like they have their own culture, their own folklore. We have not grizzly bears. Oh my god, we have Sasquatch bee. No, we have Sasquatches. Like America has Sasquatches. They have like yokai and like all of their versions and things like that. That was though I have never said the word Sasquatch without the bee following behind it in the last like 5 years, like not 5 years, 3 years or something. Sadako. Is this what you mean? I don't know if this is what you mean. Yeah, like this, basically, girl coming out of TV is the most Japanese horror thing you can do, basically. This feels very Japanese style horror with like the white dresses and things like that. So yeah, The Ring. You guys know more about me than horror. Fun fact, I actually absolutely despise horror. I have generational trauma to horror because my dad made me watch the Resident Evil, like not made me watch, I don't know, watch the Resident Evil movie when I was like 4, and it has just scarred me for life. And that's basically, since then I have just stopped watching horror movies. And yeah, developing Overtime Anomaly was at certain points also like, ooh, is this good for me? I don't think so. You know the exact scene I was thinking about. The laser scene. So even movies that aren't designed as horror movies, even those like creep me out and whatever. Also, I want to go through this because I think some of these things are overly optimistic. I haven't... Okay, we're doing this live, I guess. I was planning to prepare this. Because I read this article and I was like, okay, we're gonna make Overtime an only horror game because it's gonna be amazing, right? I think you can't just make like stuff like, okay, there's a high tolerance for jank. I think this is less the case. I think definitely they can be produced relatively quick. Capsule is true. But I think maybe it's a meeting where I almost read this as like, make a horror game, you're gonna be successful. Median revenue for horror is definitely better than platformer. I guess, yeah, if you compare it like that, should I make horror platformer, make a horror game? It's an easier than socially conscious message than it means. Okay, we're not doing this. Bespoke content, this is very much true. I actually do like this. Because it's like with both Overtime Anomaly and Kyoto Anomaly. Overtime Anomaly is made with 50 euros in assets. Kyoto Anomaly is with 150 in assets. Is Overtime Anomaly Japanese horror? No, not at all. No. The only Overtime Anomaly... No, it's an immersive sim, Overtime Anomaly for Japanese people. That's more what it comes down to. Okay. I think this is wrong. Competition skill level is quite low. Horror games are mostly ignored by the indie cool kids. The only people making them right now are true amateurs. Yeah, this has changed in the last 2 years. The competition skill level for horror games has gone up a lot. Generates real emotion. Yeah, Pizza Likes and this is really good. But this is a... This is like individual keks. You made a really good... Did it? I think horror games are usually lower production quality. Mascot horror is not indie anymore, I think. Yeah, the thing is... Rainbow Friends is like a game that he calls upon in this case. Like also if you look at itch.io, yeah, there's a lot of bad... This isn't even a game on Steam. Oh, I guess because it's made in Roblox. It's made in Roblox. Yeah, no, of course you can compete with that. But like, especially if you look at the friend farming horror games, or the friend slop. I love the friend slop name so much. The quality of that, like making a repo and stuff like that, I think it's not as easy as people think it is. And I think this is a quality level that gets really hard to compete with. Let's take a look at horror. And then I hate, I'm gonna use SteamDB. I hate Steam's pages. Find games. Let's give me horror in 2025. So yeah, okay, repo, easy W. Is this it? What is this? Why did, what? is this game? Is this an AI-generated horror game with 400 reviews? What am I missing here? This game, wait, what does this mean? This game contains audio and or artwork customized with the help of AI tools by our artists derived from artwork we own commercial rights to use. Okay, so I have no clue how to stay this. We do not use stolen artwork, whatever. It has a very unique style. How does this get 400 reviews and 98% positive? When it looks like this. Are the reviews AI? Gifted words. What the hell is gifted words? What is this? It's this game, guys. Game is a fantastic for YouTubers and streamers to create content, engage with their audience, and louder better than not by answering a series of questions about the content creator. How? Living reality. Let me pull this up on YouTube. Does this show up anywhere? There's no YouTubers playing this, basically. This has to be fake. No? Because also, let's take a look at... Because 0 in-game, all-time peak of 6. They review pilot their way to 400 reviews, very positive. Because if you have 400 reviews, you need to have a better peak than 6. But why? What do they gain from this? I don't see the point. Why? Because this is not cheap. Gamealytic is gonna say it's gonna have like 10 million bucks probably. Because it has that many reviews. The test reality check. Yeah, like 12K, like 3K copies sold. 815 with playtime. Money laundering? Has to be, right? Guess. Wait. They wanted to trigger Steam algo to push their game? Yeah, but then there should be more negative reviews, I feel. Wait, what are the negative reviews? Because they have some. Because also an actual farm for like shit games would not bother. They would not disclose this. They would say like, oh, we have no AI. Review type, negative. 5 negative. Overwhelming use of AI. Game is 100% positive. It's a ripoff? What? The people seem to have liked the studio before. I am going... This is dog shit. Do they all have like high amounts of reviews? Yeah. Yeah. I feel like this is some crazy money laundering scheme we just ran into. Do I still have... Let me find this. Here. I got this email a few days ago. What do they say in terms of pricing? Do they sell reviews or just wish lists? Because like 10,000 wish lists is $1,700 still. 400 reviews is a lot of bot accounts that you need to start managing at that point. Brutal Bite Me Games mocking, who knows? Yeah. This is like one of those. This is followers. Bring the 1,000 real players is 299. Okay. What was the one? Check there, the test game. They have the test reality check. The test Secrets of Souls. Oh, this is a free-to-play one even. Overwhelmingly positive. In the NSFW, you have some competition in terms of just putting slop onto Steam. I have no idea. Oh, this is the test. Wow, this is the worst capsule. Also, the horror scope uses the same capsule background. Enjoy the rest of your evening, Benjamin. They didn't use AI before. Yeah. Like, still in the cap, but like... 19,000 reviews? What the fuck? Even here, Secret World. Secret World. Yes, this was a real thing. When did this come out? 2022. 2020, I guess. They got the COVID stuff. Maybe these are good games. Why are we here, guys? Well, we could just make the test. What's this? What does Gamealytics say about this? Gamealytics says that stuff is slow. 132k. How did this make 132k? Why are we here? And also, it's not even that botted, I feel, because 55% is American. Usually, like, it would be China if it's, like, more botted. What was the distribution of the other game? Does it have data on that? Yeah, like 10% from Czech. No, this is also still pretty normal. Anyways, I was gonna look at horror games released in this year to show that they get better. Butcher Streak is it's more boomer shooter type in game. Give me a, I think I should look up psychological horror. That's like the more, not sloppy, but like, you know what I mean. This is the Insanity. This feels like, oh, I've seen this before. The production quality and video quality, and not video quality, like graphics quality has gone up a lot. This is basically all that I want to say. I want to say that, look, your competition is definitely still pretty high, unless you're working on making, yeah, even if you're working especially on PSX style games. Damn, the border meta might actually be real. Just added a border and it looks way the fuck better. Yeah. You can try the new engine, I guess. It works for indie film. I feel like that's a questionable way. You can move on once your horror game is a hit. I feel like this makes it sound too much like make your horror game, it's going to immediately be a hit. This is really good. Rapid game development. I'm gonna keep bringing this up. Anomaly games specifically are very easy to make. Snapshot Anomaly. Is this one? Yeah, like this guy made a video. He made it in like a week or something. Yeah, in like 1 week he made the base game. That's the good thing, because the amount of content you have to make is generally very limited. Now, you can't charge $15 for a game. I think that is something that we want to start development this year. I don't know if we're not going to release probably, but we want to make some more small games, but definitely by like end of the year, we want to get started on a bigger game. Maybe it's a Forge Industry sequel. Maybe it's something else. But I do think that indeed rapid game development is good. Recommendations: play some horror games. Okay, these sound fine. Respect the genre and stick to the tropes. I think this is something that we didn't even do enough. I think this is really solid. Like, make it scary, don't reinvent the wheel. I think we almost reinvented the wheel too much with Overtime Anomaly. Who the hell makes open world horror games? Don't do that. No. This is dangerous. This is dangerous. Take a break from your main game. Yeah, this is all still a risk. I think this is the big thing. Choo Choo Charles is open world, yeah, that's true. But like, you probably don't want to start with a. If you're able to release one horror game per month, you have a 72% chance to get a hit. Let's get ready to pump out some Exit 8s. Because that's the thing. I also asked William, like, is it even a consideration of like, once we've made Kyoto Anomaly, we just sell like Anomaly game asset, or we make it for ourselves and just pump out a new Anomaly game every week? I find a new asset for like the level or whatever. We just copy the code and that's it. Do you think multiplayer horror is the way to go? I think for most, I think if you're a Bite Me Games viewer, the answer is no. And what I mean by that is multiplayer horror can work really well, but it's so much harder to make. Like I talked with William about this because he's been playing Repo a lot. This is not a game you can make in. This is a game you can make in like 6 months. Even then, like that's what you need to remember. Like games like Murky Divers, the Embers studio, this is a pretty big and experienced studio. This wasn't their first game or anything like that. They already had experience with making games. I think if you're a solo developer, indie developer, whatever, making a game like this and making it fun and good is a very, very big challenge still. What would you say is a good price for a solo dev game of decent quality? It depends on the genre. I can't tell you. It 100% depends on the genre. If it's an automation game of decent quality, it's $15. If it's a 2D platformer of decent quality, it's $4. What would you say is what you consider a decent game? Decent quality game? What do you make decent? I can't put a thing on decent. It's everything. It's gameplay, it's visuals, it's mechanics. Horror game 1 hour, you're $5, I think. Something like that. Like going for more than that, you need to have some serious clout. Do you think a mix of something with the speed of Geometry Dash and the rage of getting over it could work? Isn't that kind of the pizza one? The like, you know, the infinite pizza one that you go down, kinda, I don't know. It sounds interesting, Lone Sailor. Could work. I'm not sure exactly. Check it. White Day, a Labyrinth. White Day, a Labyrinth named schools. Korean horror. I didn't even know Korean horror was a thing. Sneaky School. Okay. Yeah, it's a thing. Oh, it's that like unique art styles. Yeah. We need to do this for all the time, Dolly. Favorite beachwear costume. All the characters have beachwear costumes. Why? Oh, they have so many costumes. 85 bucks, 85 euros in DLC for a 30 euro game. Ultimate Horror, and then you get the beachwear for all of the characters. This is this is Korean, I guess. Who knows? There was this one Japanese game. I talked to the developer of it. It was a Flash game, and he ported it to Unity. It's been in like development for 12 years, and it reminded me of this. Now you know where to invest your time for DLC. For, was it Unicycle Pizza Time? We were considering an adult, not like an adult, was it UPT? No, I think for Magical Girl Guardians, we were considering a bikini DLC. But since that game is not coming out, we're not doing it anyway. But it was definitely something that we were like, should we do it, yes or no? I think it wouldn't... I think for especially for Magical Girl Guardians, where the characters were of questionable age, it wouldn't have been the move. It wouldn't have been. I think for Unicycle Pizza Time, I don't know. Could be a thing, probably not. That's a release for 8 It's a 20% discount for trade. Yeah, 20% discount I think could work. No console support. That's like half the cozy community gone. Or like controller support. The Korean market has issues with swimsuits. Yeah. Did you update your capsule, or were you already part of the small capsule border meta? A post bouncy platform.
Alright, this is the game.
It's a pogo stick game. Geometry dash. Okay, it looks pretty smooth. I think your biggest problem is just the fact that it's a 2D platformer as well. I literally just did, yeah. So what was your question even? When is the next roast of my game? I'm scared you might like it too much. I'm pretty sure I won't, because it's a deck builder. There's only been one deck builder so far that has really wowed me. Thing here. This could... I think the visuals aren't gonna be... I think the visuals are too crappy, to be honest. Yeah. Your visuals needs a complete overhaul, because you're mixing, you're squashing, like this is just squashed versions of these spikes. I don't think it's gonna go good. Reminds me of another game that I actually once made a video about. Oh, I have too many content. Give me a second. When was the first time I roasted our viewers' games? It was like somewhere in here. This video was Pixel Dash. This was it. This is like, okay, no, officials looking back. But this also had like that speedrunning style approach, I guess. Yeah. I think visuals in general still need to be better. You can't post links here, I think. Is it Rogue Jack? Oh, is this new capsule? I think this... Because someone made Rogue Jack. I think this is not the game. Oh, it is Rogue Jack. Yeah, right now it doesn't inspire a terrible amount of... Oh, this is an old game. No, it's not this one. I guess the other Rogue Jack doesn't have a... Oh, it's on itch. Yeah, okay. Any chance did you check out? Oh, I haven't checked it out yet. I'll take a look at it. Oh, no, I'm gonna do it in dedicated stream. Next stream I'm gonna be doing, guys, is gonna be another Steam page only stream, basically. Because I try to keep them separate. But yeah, I haven't looked at it yet, Fantasy World Manager. But yeah, you had some good initial coverage at least. You need to have the... You need to add the border. You need to do the border meta. That's all I can tell you. Yeah, 1000 wishes in 24 hours was really solid. This is also a game I need to look at it better to see like what it exactly is. Because it's a lot. My god, it's a lot of text. So yeah. Discussions? No, just the Discord. Oh, guys, I think if nobody has any pressing questions. Chances are high until your next stream there's even more plus a trailer. Yeah, I definitely want the trailer then. How many games do you think you'll be able to make in a year? I want to go for 6 release this year. I think that is a good mix. The problem is we did lose Thomas. And that is definitely a bit of a bummer. If we just recycle our anomaly games, we can easily hit that number. The goal for this year was to have 6. games released, like between 4 and 6. So I think that's 4 we're gonna hit easy because we're almost there already. 6 would be ideal, I think. The thing is, like, yeah. Final message. I'll take another look at it. Oh, it needs to be. Make it yellow. Make it yellow. It needs to be yellow. It should match the color. It's too dark now. Also, I think a little bit more thick. Because it's or more, it doesn't fit. I think the yellow border would be better. It doesn't stand out. The whole thing of the border meta is to stand out as well. I've seen the streamer reaction on other race games. I think it can work. I wouldn't put it as the first trailer though. Thomas hasn't. He's died. He's dead, guys. I keep telling you this. He's dead. You're never gonna see him again. I was worried about yellow because I thought it was blend too much. No, it would be better to integrate, I think, even because what was the game? Rent Lords? Like, it still stands out. Like it merges in part. I think this is even more beautiful. Like it merges in partially, and then provides the border around the rest. The logic should just be visible, be stand out, and that's it. Make a game about Thomas. Oh, you know, this game, Thomas was alone. So yeah, I would use like a brighter red or go for a yellow, to be honest, for final message. Check my border just as it. Guys, how many people here are doing the... Oh, no. Yeah. The Boba eShop. Ooh, I like this. Very colorful. Okay, it's just a small capsule, but that's fine, honestly. All you need is a small capsule, because now, because you're actually in Popular Upcoming, so we can give a live demo of how this looks. Popular Upcoming. Jesus Christ, it's always tricky for me not to click those buttons. Jesus, why are there so many adult-only games? Here. Which one of these games suddenly stands out way more capsule-wise? The border ones. Because you even got that gradient with the yellow on the side here that shows up way more. So yeah, this is basically why we do this. So it's way more visible, because if we look at, for example, the Lazy Demon Lord and the 4 stones of I don't know what, it's probably the 4 stones of Dispel. They have like a blue background, and then they also have the blue steam thing, and it kind of just meshes. And then especially with that miserable tiny ass capsule, you can't see anything basically. Definitely looking at the other games here. Oh my god, what is the In Your Shoes? Why do these games get into Popular Upcoming? The NSFW one stands out. Yeah, Mike, you just need to have giant boobs and a border, and you're gonna be fine. I think this capsule is pretty fine still, so yeah. This is also a Bite Me Games viewer. Yeah. Well, enjoy the rest of your day, Dobrex. So yeah. Hey, who's excited for latex and tentacles? Am I right, guys? Oh, they have the border now as well, Schedule 1. They probably also always had it. It's like the red karting. Once I've noticed it, everywhere has a border. Anyways, guys, I think I'm going to wrap things up soon. Any final thoughts, questions, things you want to know about me, things you want to know about game development? Ask them now. If you are planning on getting some assets from the Unity Asset Store because it's a sale, we have an affiliate code. Thank you very much. You can find it in our Discord or other places. It would help us. How many white t-shirts do you own? I would say 10 to 12, I think. and they're all the exact same, but not bought in one go. Basically, they're all the H&M Pima cotton ones, and they only have like 2 or 3 in stock every time I go. But every time I go, I pick a few up sometimes. Yeah, I just have a pile of white t-shirts, and I have 2 black t-shirts, and that's it. No, I also have like white long sleeves that you've probably seen in one of the videos. So yeah, that is the Bite Me lore. I have a lot of white t-shirts. So yeah. Anyways, guys, I'm happy with the reception that you guys had for Kyoto Anomaly. Oh, V-neck? No, I don't like V-neck. No. When I make it as a game, the foot shirts will I buy next? I will just buy more of the same t-shirts. But yeah, I'm happy because, like, you know, the Kyoto Anomaly, it's like, is my audience going to absolutely hate me for being an acid flipping piece of garbage? Luckily, the answer is no. Uniqlo t-shirts overall? No, the problem with Uniqlo is that Uniqlo and like Asian styling in general is like very comfy and loose fit. And I don't want loose fit, I want slim fits. And I once tried the Uniqlo ones. They're just not as good. So yeah. Then I would rather even do the GU ones, because they have like a little bit of a different style still. So yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap it up here before we start talking too much about fashion, because we're all game developers at the end of the day. We will never develop an RPG prototype. So yeah. Anyways, enjoy the rest of your day, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!